Hey there, just an update on my process. I basically have to use the editor, the scenario editor, to achieve certain effects, most of all the placement. But if I want to have the roads to have a certain look, I have to use um, certain things as ground texture and then add the roads. I love the um, graphics mod, but I get a more Egyptian feel with the lighter colored roads. This is on the funerary um, side. This is the west side of the Nile. Um, I've actually done more on the other side, but I wanted to showcase a little bit of what I'm working on. Um, there's a bit more detail. This is all very preliminary, but I wanted something to look like a proper dock, and I achieved that with the terrain details of um, the plain stone. This will be a temple of Horus, I think. That will be a temple of Hapi. I might make this a cult temple of Hapi, depending on my mood, and it will change the statuary that I have. And as I earn achievements, I will replace these stand-in pylons with the ones from the things that I achieve in the game. Um, I wanted to produce a townhouse, a noble economy for some of the finer resources. So the two townhouses I have, um, will I really don't want to try to get things to make things come to life yet because things just aren't ready for that. But I'll go ahead and let it rip a little bit just to get people, some people moving. But this is going to be a papyrus and reeds area. And you know what? This music's going to be loud. So I apologize. I'll go ahead and pause it. I forgot about that. I didn't turn the music down low, and I have heard what happens when I try to talk with the music. I'm basically talking above room volume, but I have two um, papyrus estates, and I decided to, for my scribes, to give them kind of a opulent dwelling. Under normal circumstances, if I had this kind of flooring and I opted for plaza, there would be multiple directions where this road would go to try to connect to it, and it looks awkward. Um, so I decided to use for the buildings a different surface underneath. I will do the same with the entertainer's house, but I like to have two palm trees on the front of buildings that take up 4 squares. Um, there's a nursery, and I also like the idea of prominent homes. For example, the scribe that does the works at the exchange, the exchange will be right across the street from his house, and he'll have a granary behind him, rather than just having rows of granaries all over the place in one this cordoned off area, I wanted to try to make it look more attached. And I added a couple of granaries to the back of the cult temples to serve their purpose. But the god Thoth seems to be an appropriate ornamentation to have by the scribe's house. And yes, bakers. Look at the detail that Horus did with his businesses. This is so good. You actually see the cooked bread and the rising bread dough. That is just phenomenal. These models are just lovely. But I'm going to carefully and meticulously plan everything with this city. I have more resources to put down. I gotta get mud, the trees, and all that. But I want these to be managed and handled, or at least appear to be, by the nobility, because that is pretty much how things were done back then. And it is not altogether different to how things are done today. Seems to be that aristocracy, you know, in the 21st century and 20th century had to do with land ownership. But anyway, yeah, that's this for now. Until next time.